Pixels glow and screens alike. Dorks unite, we'll take this mic. Game on, heroes side by side. In this world we laugh, we ride. Roll the dice and cast the spell. Tell your tales we know so well. Quests await where dorks prevail. In our voices legends swell. Press start, dorks embark. Lights out, we ignite the spark. Gaming nerds will never fade in the land where dreams are made.
And then I said, no, I'm kidding. Hi!
Well, Nerfy has arrived on a show.
I woke up on time. Woo!
She has came after 2 episodes.
Can you rephrase that, please?
You get what I mean.
I do.
Here comes the soundboard. Now you need to have the ninja laugh. The ninja laugh is better.
Do you have the ninja laugh?
I think I do. There you go. See?
You know,
told
I
the
love you
ninja
guys a
laugh's
lot.
better.
You guys are amazing human beings. Get a fucking life.
I do have a life. It's called
Well,
being
before we
annoying.
even started, Nerfy was having hole issues, so she had to deal with that.
My nose piercing fell out. Shut your face.
It was a hole issue.
I don't think I even noticed you having a nose piercing. At least I don't think.
I have two. I have one on each side.
And one in her butt.
No. I do not have a piercing in my butt, actually.
That would be odd.
Painful. Yeah, that'd be weird.
It would feel weird, but also
Infection.
a little odd too. Yeah, exactly.
Lots of infections.
Lots of it.
Lots of infections.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyways, welcome everybody to the Dorks podcast where we talk about random shit, especially Dan's fetish about having piercings up the butt.
Yeah, weirdo.
What now? Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Weirdo.
So I'm like a fucking supervisor now. So now I'm getting all these emails about your guy's stupid and he's doing this wrong.
Sorry, I missed your last
Whoa.
two. I did rest well. Thank you very much for asking. The only person that asked me. Thank you, Faithful. And it's okay, darling. We're going to 4 times a week next week, so I'll see you next week.
Really?
Yeah. She asked.
Yeah, she asked, man. Like,
Do you have any idea how many hours a day I actually work on my shit? A lot.
I was gonna even say that too, but you beat me to it.
Sorry.
I know
Nah,
that she
that's
works
okay.
on shit quite a bit.
No, my shit. Like my.
Well, her actual shit, it's a complex process that she has to do every week.
I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not, so I'm just gonna sit here.
Oh, so now you can put us in silence, but we can't put you in silence.
I'm never silent.
Exactly. She's never silent. You should know that by now, Dan.
I'm aware.
It's not my fault. I'm smarter than you.
Oh, Jesus.
You say you're
Okay.
aware, but it sounds like you're not
Are you
aware.
though? Are you? Are you fucking aware?
Oh, you know what, Toko? What you should know is how much shit she was talking because you weren't here on time.
That is not true.
Oh, it's not.
Listen,
Where the fuck are you? Where
He-
the fuck is he?
he is a liar.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
he is a liar. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
I know he's a liar, so
Steve.
don't.
Oh, please,
Steve,
come on.
Steve,
Look,
Steve.
I'm a lot of things. A liar is not one of them.
Sure. Whatever you say. Whatever you say,
Hello,
bro.
Princess Noviet.
Hi there, princess.
Faithful.
Oh.
Always love having you here.
No, he doesn't. He's lying about that too.
That's
He's lying.
not
He's just
even
lying.
fucking
He's just
true.
He's just lying all over the place. He's just
Jesus.
lying and liar. Lying.
Sooner or later, he's going to turn into Pinocchio and his nose is going to grow.
True.
Are y'all done?
No.
I mean,
We're
we
not
just
done.
started.
Exactly.
To be fair.
Yeah. And
Don't lie on Dan. I know he loves us. No, he loves you. I wouldn't say us. Us is pretty bold.
I love
It is.
Toko. I've known Toko a long time.
I really like how he specified Toko.
You're right. You're absolutely
I
right,
love
did.
how he
I know.
specified.
I absolutely. Candace for life.
That's so funny.
He's like
Candace for
Toko.
life.
Toko. Toko. What about Nerfy? Fuck Nerfy. Toko.
I didn't say it.
No, it's fine. I say how it is. It's fine.
Okay, I know it's fine. It's all good.
Just the
Yeah.
thought of that when Dan said that, it made me think of this.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
That's Nerfy saying that to Dan, just like the
Oh, that's
fuck
us.
you just-
If you guys could hear what goes on pre-show, Toko's just sitting there going, "Can we all just calm down for a moment?" And me and Dan are just screaming at each other.
Yeah,
most
it's
of the
almost
time.
it's almost like you guys are gonna. It's like you guys are gonna go into World War IX eventually.
And then we come
Fuck
on, we're
World
like,
War
"Hi
III to
guys, how's everybody doing?"
I don't think I've ever said hi, guys. How's everybody doing? I think it's more or less been like, okay, she's finally calmed down because Toko's on time.
That's
I'm always on time. What are you talking about?
No, you
Are
missed
you-
it. She was very upset. and
I
she was like,
wasn't very upset. Stop painting this as
then
me
tell, then
raging.
tell that really, because then you had stormed off. I guess you hit your knee on something to go fill your hole and then came back.
I fell over the baby gate that keeps my dog in the office. And I'm like, where the fuck is Toko? Because I had to get my anger out somewhere, so I took it out on him. It's fine. He's used to it.
See, that's called me not lying, Toko.
Nah,
You-
that's just Nerfy behavior.
See?
so
It is,
it's
it is, but
understandable.
it still
That's
happens.
just nervy. I love that you know me so well.
See, yeah, I know.
That makes me so
I know
happy.
you so well. So
She'll calm down in a minute. She's not actually mad. And
All
he's
we
usually
have
right.
to do is jingle keys in front of her for a while, and she finally calms down. It's all good.
True.
Shiny shit.
Give me
it's just
food.
gonna be like in Family Guy. Just
Sadly,
Quagmire
yeah, piece of
jingling
candy. Piece of candy.
Well, not the piece of candy, but the jingling keys thing.
All right, Sloppy, you have a link.
Oh yeah.
What if I
about-
want sloppy first? Is that a thing? I'm asking the real questions today.
No.
No.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna say anything because I feel like that can go down a very, very, very dark path.
Something
So
that something that we
I'm gonna just lean back and see where you go with
chupapi
this.
sloppy. Ooh, I like that.
Sloppy.
Chupapi sloppy.
Sloppy. Because Sloppy's from East LA.
East LA.
Yeah, East Los Angeles. That's where everybody says he's from.
Okay.
Time to spread Russian propaganda for Sloppy. I'm all for it. Let's do this. It's for the work. We're doing it for the Workers' Party today. Today's episode is for the Workers' Party.
Dropping off them children, so be joining in about 25 minutes. So I have to talk to you fucks for 25 minutes, is what he's saying. Well, let me rephrase. I have to talk to Toko and this fuck for 20 minutes.
I was gonna say, ouch. I was gonna say I had plans about my comeback on Twitch, but fuck it.
Oh, let's hear it.
Well, I'm working on just getting some shit together. I already have my profile pic already done.
Good.
I just need a banner and also get overlays and all that.
Good.
Yeah. So
You can.
As for-
I can help with that if you need help.
yeah. But as for when I'm thinking of actually going back on, I don't know yet.
We had our first Twitch stream a while back, me and the Pants, and Koopa was there. Toko was there.
Who's this Koopa guy again?
who
You
the
I
always
said
mention
Toko.
that.
I corrected myself. Shut the fuck up.
This is weird. God,
I know. He's
that
such
name sounds weird.
I know, right? I would say something else, but I'm pretty sure Dan would just look at me like I'm about to commit the biggest, or I'm about to say the N-word.
Boomer or Brony? Which one?
I'm sorry.
The F
What?
slur. Like that's what I was gonna about
Spaniard?
to do.
Let's not say that.
Well-
That sounds bad. Let's not say that.
I know. That's why I caught myself.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anywho, Nerfy, you're playing Elden Ring.
I am.
Yeah,
playing
what
Elden
the
Ring.
fuck is up with that?
I am playing. It's actually a lot of fun.
It is, but a game that causes instant rage, and you just don't seem like it's gonna mix.
Deep breaths.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
honestly, the only thing
breathing
that's irritating
exercises.
me about that game is the creepy woman.
Oh, Melina.
Yeah,
I love
Melina.
She's like Bae. Everybody loves Melina.
She sounds like a creepy
First off,
child.
no, it's Ronnie who's the Bae in
They
Elden
all
Ring.
seem like creepy fucking children. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, like I said in your chat, you should look at Bloodborne, because Bloodborne's a lot more darker and a lot more creepier than Elden Ring.
But isn't Bloodborne also a raging game?
Well, yeah, because it's made by the same people who made Elden Ring, or the Dark Souls series.
Then
So,
I'm okay.
and it's a lot more, and it's actually a lot more difficult compared to all the other Souls games.
I feel like I
out there.
need to explain to everybody also that like the only reason that I'm playing the game is because my chat reached a goal. So I have to play it for the week. And I don't mind it really. I just no.
You're just not into the
It's
the
good.
Ye tarnished,
Okay.
ye dead, who yet live.
Nobody was talking.
The loathsome dung eater, the
Yeah.
berserk booty bomb banqueter,
My God.
the praised caca consumer, the dastardly doo-doo devourer, the evil excrement enjoyer, the freaky fecal feaster.
Ooh, I like that one.
Guano goblin, hot sloppy horse, icky slicky ingester, mad manure muncher nefarious.
Oh, the number 2 nibbler. Oh, they got worse as they went along. Jesus.
Oh man, Jack, he's such a gem.
I miss Jack.
I know.
He's taking breaks.
He's got
Well,
to,
I think
man.
that's a good thing.
I know. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just say I miss him.
I mean, he's no Mark, but he's
No, of course he's not a Mark, but
Well, no,
still
he's
good.
not Markiplier, but.
But
So
to be fair,
anyways-
there is no Markiplier other than Markiplier.
So anyways,
hello.
So anyways, Faithful brought up a really good question. Do we have a topic for today, or are we just going to be?
Well, we were gonna
randomly
when
talking
Sloppy
shit?
comes in. We do have a topic that's gonna be kind of serious
Mm,
about the dangers of the intranet.
of the
But
inter-
until then,
of the interweebs.
until then,
Until then,
we don't have a topic other than the loathsome dung eater and apparently.
You know, there is something that I came across the other day that like I was thinking about is everybody's in a really bad habit of saying like all content creators are like gross like people, and I started.
Well, they got us down, so we're pretty gross.
Well, no, I mean like pedophiles and shit, and like horrible humans and shit like that, and
the USSR.
I come and get your boy. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, not really. I mean, we have like, don't get me wrong, the bad ones always stand out the most, but like we have Markiplier, we have like the Click, we have Jacksepticeye. We have
His name is Jack Septic Eye.
That's what she said.
that's
I
what
know,
I fucking
but
said.
it's septic. That's so gross.
Jacksepticeye. Yeah, well, that's just always been his fucking. I don't know. We have Ethan.
Yeah, that's always been his
Calm
name
down.
for
Calm
so
down.
long.
Calm down. Woo woo woo. Woo woo woo.
I love how he starts shit and then he's like, "Calm down."
I know.
I didn't start it. I didn't start this. You
when I
started
think-
this.
When I think of the whole calm down thing, it makes me think of a long time ago, back on the older trolling days of YouTube, of a guy named Kevin. He actually did the how to annoy people in Call of Duty series, and then you would hear just this Irish accent just go, "Calm down, sir,
Calm down."
calm down." It's so funny. Like I absolutely I absolutely love those videos. Like they're super funny.
I love
Back
that
in the day.
Princess is so owning this fucking Soviet thing.
So that's not who I was talking about, but sure. Go off,
Ethan,
Queen.
the fat guy is no good. He's a
I don't even know who
liberal
Ethan, the
capitalist.
fat guy, is.
I don't know who that is.
So,
either,
you got him. Good job. I'm very proud of you.
yeah, it was because of an eye infection that he got because he got hit in the face by a soccer ball and it cut his eye open and it bled and it got infected.
Yeah.
That I still remember.
I was talking about Markiplier's, Ethan, honestly, but
Well, how many of these fuckers
Ethan,
have had a fucking controversy? Other than, I mean, Mark hasn't. I don't think Jack has, but like, go to people like the Completionists who we've talked to about plenty of times.
Why?
Fucking H1N1, all these motherfuckers. Leafy, every one of these guys who were prominent.
H1N1. Do you mean H3H3?
Yeah, I'm sorry, H3. Why am I thinking N1? Anyway,
I don't know.
You're thinking of the video game.
Yeah,
but no,
I'm
it's
sorry.
not.
Are you guys talking about Hee?
Yeah, Ethan Klein or H3H3.
yeah.
Yeah, H3H3 Hee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot, like, if you think about it, like, you always hear about the controversies, but if you're not into certain people, you're not going to hear about other guys, other people. And one of them is, Markiplier and the Click and all of these people. And I had somebody say, well, the Click had the Illuminati drama, but that's actually not true, because he kind of shut that shit down quickly, because he posted his evidence and he's like, no, I'm never going to talk about it again, and he never has. He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Well,
But,
I mean, if you have any margin of success, you're gonna fucking have some sort of fucking shit follow you, even if it's stupid. Fucking Danny Sexbang, one of the nicest people in the world, has the voice of a fucking angel, and yet he was allegations about fucking messaging minors. Fucking Pro Jared, the same shit. Even though Pro Jared's a little more schemy, a little skeezy to me, but I like Pro Jared just fine. But again, they try to say he was talking to minors. Never happened.
True.
Yeah, that's true. And then look at the latest controversy with people like Saberspark, for example.
Yeah, that guy's a liberal capitalist. Well, don't loop him in with liberals. Thank you. I appreciate that. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know if any of you have heard about the controversy that happened with Saberspark, like maybe a month or so ago, where he was actually alleged for. It's not for messaging minors, but it was actually for I can't remember exactly what the controversy was, but he was it was where he was outed by some girl, but then he actually spent I think a lot of money to actually get his name cleared, like actually finding his old phone with all of the old messages that he had between him and this woman named Emily. And Saberspark has been cleared from all of the
But has he though? Think about that. Like look at the implications of that. You'll always have to deal with that because they'll look back and what about this and what about this, and from now on you'll always be tarnished with that. No pun
like he
intended.
has been. Saberspark has been.
What do you mean?
Like, you have to look it up to actually figure that out yourself. Like,
No, what I'm saying is is there still some level of fucking like now he's got scrutiny on him because he was involved with something, even if he didn't do it, it's still there. It's still part of his permanent record.
I don't remember if it is or not, but like yeah, it's been like at least 3 weeks ago since he cleared up the allegations on what happened.
So there is controversy and this shit's stupid in every fucking avenue of the internet, anything gaming or whatever. Y'all know that I'm a huge fucking fan of Ark, right? And there's a channel.
Wait, you're a fan of Ark?
Shut up.
You're a loser.
Shut your fucking face. There's a guy on the internet, and I can't remember the name of his channel, but he goes by the character Fat Albert. Like, and he's amazing, and he's hated. And going through all of that stuff on with Ark, there's people that hustle servers. It is a whole fucking market of fucking bullshit, and like this guy scammed this guy's selling bases, this guy's doing this, and it's like, I just want to watch motherfuckers play Ark. What the fuck? I didn't know it was that fucking deep.
Well, that's really the problem with a lot of things on the internet these days. Like, you never know what's gonna come out, and also whether or not if people want to actually have people give them sympathy for things that they are alleging against certain people. That's really the only main problem with trying with these kind of people here, is that why do you think a lot of them tend to do these kind of things when it comes to spreading allegations about a certain person, when they actually come out and then debunk it and then look back at the original accuser, they get ostracized for
No, the original
everything.
accusers always end up scooting away and like folding back into the shadows, and no one ever really hears them again.
That's what I was even referring to too. It's because they actually run away from the situation, never to be heard of again.
Well, because the internet and being behind a keyboard gives you a sense of anonymity that you don't have in real life.
And it even reminds me too of I don't know if any of you have heard of the YouTuber I'm Alex from a long time ago. If you remember the whole situation with Slazo.
Yes.
And Alex, yeah. Like, oh my god, I fucking hate this kid. Like, I fucking hate I'm Alex as a whole. And like, in his latest controversy of him being an abuser to his ex-girlfriend, it's like, no fucking shocker there, because I'm Alex is a fucking piece of shit.
Right?
God, I wish I could call him the
I
S-slur.
will say, I think oh no, that's Sneeko. Never mind. Weird fucking names. All of them have weird names.
I know, yeah. A lot of them have a lot of weird names.
Yeah.
It's odd, but yeah, I fucking hate these kind of people so much. Well, not as much as I'm Alex. Like, I fucking hate that kid so much. And he's the one kid who
Tell us how you really
just like
feel.
with it. I'm just saying, like, if you've seen the infamous clip of where he wishes to bash his girlfriend's head in with a brick if she didn't shut the fuck up, it would be the same thing with Alex and everybody else on the internet. It'd be like, Alex, if you don't shut the fuck up, we're gonna do what you threatened your girlfriend with, and that is bashing your head in with a brick. Like,
yeah, that weirdo Sneeko. Yeah, that weirdo Sneeko was interesting for a while, and then it got really interesting when he tried to. I think that was the same guy that went after Penguin.
No one.
oh,
fucks with
Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nobody. Well, yeah, nobody fucks with Charlie, because like, I like Charlie. Charlie's actually a pretty goofy dude, but also I like his music as well.
Yeah, one of my absolute favorite clips that I've ever seen in my life was like, I think it was Sneeko. He did, and he lost. Yeah, I think it was Sneeko threatening Charlie with a gun. And
and then Charlie corrected him.
Oh
on
my
how
god!
to use
And
the
he on
gun.
everything with his own fucking AR, and I'm sitting here going, "Oh my god, Charlie, calm down! Holy mother of God, dude!"
I know, but it's so funny too, because Sneeko is a fucking idiot, because he didn't even know how to properly how the gun works.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, Sneeko, do you really want to become lolcow of the year? But I mean, iDubbbz already claimed that, really. But
Yeah.
But yeah,
bad. It was all bad.
yeah, that whole Sneeko and Charlie drama, like, that was just so goofy and so bad on Sneeko, and for Charlie to correct him on how to properly use a gun, or
and he's like,
demonstrate-
"That is not a fucking clip. This," like, I'm like,
This is a
"Oh my
clip."
god! Oh my god!"
It's funny, but it was funny though. Like,
Oh yeah. Well, don't fuck with Charlie. That's just the rule. That's basic.
yeah, you can't fuck with the guy who made 2019 guy.
Yeah. You know who I miss, who disappeared, and I miss, but I hope he's doing well. Oh, here
I'm
we go.
already coming out here flexing a little bit, letting you know how seriously I'm taking this challenge. So allow me to slip into something a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, baby! That's what it's all about. Woo! This is going to come as a shock to all of you watching this, but I'm just going to go ahead and be brave and come out and say it here. I'm dropping my pants and showing you the truth. I don't know fuck all about the stock market. It may look like I just got out of the shower and my hair's still a bit damp, but that's only an illusion, a ruse from the master trickster Charles. What this actually is grease. I've got a thick layer of gamer gunk on me right now. I'm real filthy, a real dirty boy. It's been almost 3 days since my last shower, and today I'm gonna be smelling Ethan Klein's asshole. Far from it. Nobody and nothing smells more asshole than I do. The only thing that might even come close is dogs when they're meeting a new dog and they start sniffing their anal glands. But other than that, I'm at the top of the food chain when it comes to analyzing asshole smells. So we came to the right place. But anyway, let bygones be bygones and buttholes be buttholes. Yeah, I just took a shower. What about it? Huh? What are you, the grease police? Getting all offended because I'm practicing good hygiene? If you can't handle me at my cleanest, you don't deserve me at my dirtiest. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Piss your pants? Piss in your little panties over there? Make a little wet spot? Make a little accident in your little britches, huh?
I need you to wait. Hold on. Stop.
I showered.
Stop.
So what?
I need you to look up the very specific clip of Charlie responding to Sneeko. That's what I need you to look up.
Yeah, search that up.
That clip needs to be played because it is absolutely fucking brilliant.
It is. Like,
it is
it's so good.
How hard he like. Look, Charlie has proven to be a very intelligent and nice guy. I would not go up against him for money because he is incredibly quick-witted and he has this ability, and it's strange to say it, but he has the same ability as my younger sister. He can look at somebody and find that sore spot and immediately stab it.
See, this is the one person who I would like to sit down and have a conversation
How long
with.
is it? Because I got one that's like 59 seconds.
It's probably that one.
I would like to
It's not long at all.
It would be cool to have like a sit down with Charlie and just to talk about just random shit with him. Like that's really the one thing that would be amazing to have.
Yeah, I think this is it.
So he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, "Oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you," waving his gun around and dancing.
You want to watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips I'm watching. You were?
Now, the reason he keeps saying watch my clips while threatening me here is because during the stream, I couldn't watch him live because he just kept shouting slurs. So I said watch my clips to see what I was saying about you. I had to communicate via Twitch clips. And I'm sorry to be that guy. This is like the grammar police of guns. But he's a fucking imbecile. You absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips. You absolute fucking dummy.
Look at this.
The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips. You look fucking stupid here.
I love Charlie so much.
I feel like, so this is something, I saw that when it first happened, and I'm like, okay, I feel like people are missing something and forgetting the fact that Penguin and or Charlie, whatever you want to call him, for all that he is still a Florida man.
He is.
At the end of his day. At the end of the day, he's a Florida man. Of course he has fucking guns. Are you out of your mind?
And just remember, Florida men are absolutely crazy in the state. Like it's so wild.
Wait, because a man has a few protective firearms?
No. It's mainly because of the things that they do.
We could argue about an AR being a protected firearm.
Look, if a caribou would have just look, say some Canadian man like Koopa, I could bring a caribou down.
I don't know who Koopa is.
Yeah,
who's Koopa?
Say Toko comes to the States and brings a caribou, and they start breeding, and they start taking over. They're going to need men like the Charlies of the world to come out with their ARs and take care of those caribou.
If caribous are going to take over the world, they're going to have guns strapped to their antlers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest.
About time, man. No.
Fucking late.
I would call him a friend. He's a wonderful human being and a hunter of monsters. Ladies and gentlemen, the first time on stream here on the Dorks podcast, Sloppy2nds.
Hello, Sloppy2nds.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
What's going on?
Talking about Charlie with guns.
What is up?
Yeah, we're just talking about Charlie with guns.
Charlie.
Penguin Zero?
Penguin Zero.
Penguin Zero.
Is it the guy with the long hair, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that you'd know him if you saw him, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of his videos.
Sloppy's live from the correctional facility he's incarcerated at. We only got him for like 45 minutes. Right?
I'm on my phone. I'm sorry. You guys got me when I'm going to work, so I feel like I'm underwater or something.
No, I'm just fucking with you. But I do want to talk about what Sloppy does. And Sloppy, how would you define what you do?
Like it's plain and simple. We try to catch. I don't know if we can say the word here, but
P3DOs?
Yeah, P3DOs.
You could say it.
You could say it.
It's an open platform.
Okay. I got age restricted recently, so I gotta.
Yeah, this channel's all age restricted, so you're good.
Oh, okay, cool.
He catches pedophiles.
Dirty, stinky pedophiles.
Very stinky.
Well, they're all dirty and stinky. Let's be completely fair, but
the dirtiest.
Well, one of the things that, like, again, I've known Sloppy for a little while, and he's always been very professional about the way, he jokes, he talks shit, and has fun. But I've always wanted to ask you this: what got you started in this? Like, what made you go, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna start doing this?
There was a guy that was harassing one of my kids a couple years ago, like I want to say like two years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And as a parent, I didn't know what was going on with my kids' online world. And when I found out that there's a lot of very odd people on the internet world, I started to look into it more, and I started seeing a lot of very explicit images of people sending to underage kids. And I hooked up with my friend, I think you know him, Zexio.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it for way longer than I have. And yeah, we've seen some very, very, very things that kids shouldn't see.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that I see them and not a real underage child. But yeah, the main reason was my kid was getting harassed by a friend, and he didn't want to tell me because he thought that I was going to take away his consoles and his games and stuff like that. So he never told me. I had to find out by one of his friends, and that's how I started looking into it more. And I thought, man, if we could get one or two out of here, that's a plus.
So I know that it's hard, and I know that because you and I have talked about history and fucking with people as far as that. And whenever we talked yesterday, and I was saying that whenever I was a heavy troll, we used to fuck with these guys to get them off the internet. And the hardest part now that I remember, we may have gotten them off the internet or we fucked with them, but now we don't know where they're at. What is the hardest part about what you do?
The hardest part mainly is talking to the police. They make it so hard for us. Even when we show them all the evidence, we show them the images that they have sent to us, the conversations, the voice calls, the video calls. We show them everything, and they give us the runaround. Oh, we're gonna look into it. So we tell these underage kids okay, don't worry, we contacted the police. We're going to get these people out of here, and then weeks later they tell us, we're going to look into it and we'll let you know what's going on. I think that's the hardest part, because then you see these alleged predators online, and the underage kids are like, hey, what happened? He's still on his YouTube channel. So it kind of hurts us, mentally, because we are not able to get these predators out of the internet because the police won't do much.
So Faithful says the police in the UK are faster to victim blame than help, even with evidence, and the prejudice against people of color in these situations is ridiculous. Do you ever come across shit like that?
Like them talking shit about us, or what do you mean?
Or them blaming the victim instead of blaming the pedophile?
We get police officers saying that we shouldn't be doing it. That leave it to the police. That stuff like that. But we haven't gotten one that says, "Oh, it's the victim's fault." So that we haven't gotten. But we have gotten the whole, "Oh, you shouldn't be a vigilante. Let the police deal with it." That's the only one that we've gotten that gets us a little upset. But it happens. We still keep doing it. But
Yeah, but a lot of times whenever I think about people saying that, oh, just let the police take care of it. Don't let vigilantes take care of it. Sometimes the police just don't. A lot of the times that I've noticed.
Oh man, is it a manpower thing you think, or what?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't think they take internet situations that serious. I feel like they rather have the person right in front of them. I think that's the main reason we a lot of the friends that we normally try to get, they get away because they want us to be right in front of the predator. Like, you've seen like Chris Hansen, like these people that the guy goes to the house, that they want that.
How to catch a predator, yeah.
So you think they want a big old bust, and they want to bust all these guys? But if you look back, if you really do your research on the Chris Hansen stuff, almost 85% of those guys got off. They had nothing that would stick because it was they were able to legally get out of it, which is stupid. And we were talking about it earlier, how in a lot of states it's a fucking, like, the worst I've seen anybody get as far as like criminal justice system is 6 months to a year with a shit ton of probation, and now you're on a list.
Yeah, it happens quite often. I've had conversations with police officers that say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to their house. Thank you for the evidence." And then I follow up a week later, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we had a talk with them, and he's not gonna do it again."
And then fucking 3 weeks later, you catch the same guy talking to a different decoy.
Indeed. And it's infuriating because all these kids are, excited that finally someone's going to get these people out of the internet world. And sadly, we try to do it for the most part the legal way. There's some instances that we might not, but for the most part, we go through the process. We call, we email, we contact whoever we need to contact, and then after that, if the police doesn't do much, then we might do the Batman vigilante stuff. But for the most part, we try to initially do it with the police and whoever we need to contact. But there's times that police brushes off. They say, "Oh, we can't do much about it because the kid lives in Ohio and the predator lives in New York."
So they don't think it's a threat, or what?
Yeah. And because it's past their jurisdiction, and that the child needs to do the report, and the child 99% of the time is afraid, and so it just goes back to step one.
Yeah, I was even going to say that too. Like, why would you expect a kid or a child who has been harassed by a pedophile to really go and report to the police when they're way too afraid to really stick up or talk to somebody about it?
Because the police think that that's the victim. The victim is the one that needs to speak out. Same thing as when all these people come out of being sexually abused as a child. As an adult, they come out and say it because as a child, they're afraid to speak up. But I'm sure when they become an adult, they might say, "Yeah, back in the day, I got touched by this person." So it's fear. It's a lot of fear when it comes to speaking up about someone doing something to them, to their body. So I get sometimes why they don't speak up. Nowadays, it's because the parents, they feel like the parents are going to take away their consoles, and a lot of the kids live on the internet world. So if you take away their consoles, it's like taking their life away.
Yeah, that's understandable, but I would think that this is a good thing for a parent to do in order to keep the kids safe and also to teach them. It's more or less. I think it's important that parents these days should teach their kids the things that need to be aware of when it comes to the internet, and that is the kind of people that you never know who you're gonna meet online, whether if they're predators or if there's somebody who's going to do something maliciously and any of that stuff. I think parents should teach their kids about this kind of important stuff.
You're absolutely right. We try to inform the parents sometimes, but sometimes the parents don't want to listen. And it's sad because a lot of these kids, some of them have mental disability, so they whoever they attach themselves to, they're there forever. You know, they're friends with them, and even when you tell them, hey, your friend, he likes little kids, and they're like, no, no, not my friend. My friend is a good person. He's 37 years old, and I'm 15. He's a good guy, and sadly, they want to defend these people, and it's very hard to get them away from them sometimes.
Especially when it comes to parents who or I'm trying to think, especially when it comes to certain parents who actually have partners who are actually sexual predators, and they have a sex offender registry or registration put on them.
Yeah, a lot of the times the kids that get, I guess you could say, touched are family members or close friends, stuff like that. You know, for some instances there's people that have out of the family, but there's a lot of instances that it's a family member or someone close, a close friend, a man that comes often to their house. That's the higher chances of getting touched by an adult is by that way. You know, there's always exceptions.
Well, and if you look at it, there's people because there are people that are close to them and they feel like they're safe, they can get in and get out. Like it's just, and it's twisted the way if you look at it. I mean, but like, and I don't want it to be all doom and gloom because I believe you had some success recently. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah. So there's this girl that has been, I guess, sending images to decoys, underage, you know, what she thinks are underage children, and she gave us her address, and so I contacted the local police, and from what I hear, she got arrested. I'm following up today with the police officer to make sure that she was arrested, and people complain that we always get men, right? But sadly, men are the most that hit up on little kids. So getting a girl, you know, it feels good because then people won't complain saying that we only get men and that we're targeting men only and stuff like that. So we're excited. Uh, Hopefully she did get arrested because she admitted that she sent images to around 10 other children.
Jesus. See, and it always even boils my blood a little bit, especially when it comes to that. Why do you like? It's so frustrating when there are also female predators out there, and it's not just strictly men as well. Like a lot of the cases that you hear about when it comes to predatory accusations or even predator stories, that a lot of these women are teachers in schools that actually had a relationship with their students, some of them way younger than them. It's wild just thinking that.
Yeah, but I guess it's a double standard when it comes to that because if you're in let's say middle school, freshman in high school, and good-looking woman teacher hits you up. As a guy, you get be like a badge of honor, right? You're gonna be like, I want to tell my friends.
I think as you get older, you start realizing, you know what, you were taken advantage of. you know, this is not a big score that you just did. That lady was sick, and I understand how some younger guys could think, oh my god, I did this, but then think about that. How disturbed is that woman she can't find a man her own age, or she's not attracted to men her own age. She's taking advantage of young, innocent. Let's be honest. As men, we're stupid at any age, but at that age, we're really fucking stupid, and it's a double standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough on the internet world. Back, when we were, I'm sure we're almost all the same age. I'm in my, I want to say, early 30s. So when we were kids, we walked to school. We didn't worry about people trying to kidnap us. But now it's so much easier for them because they could be talking to 20 kids on a Discord server, and at their homes, in their homes. Back in the day, they had to go out there with their white van and free candy stuff.
Yeah, with their free candy spray painted on.
So their free candy now is the anime characters that they have on their profile pictures.
Well, it's crazy because, like, literally, this right here is a gateway for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Something as simple as a phone. Just it's the gateway to all of that.
It is, yeah. And I think the thing is, if kids were educated a little bit more, and parents actually are the ones that are the one to do more of the educating, but I think it was even in the comments that Faithful said that parents aren't educated enough about keeping their children educated about the dangers of this. I think at this point, parents need to at least get off of their iPads or even look up more in their iPads.
But to be fair, Toko, I think that to some regard, people like to park their kids in front of the TV or park their kids in front of the little tablet, and they just kind of there's got to be some responsibility, and I'm sure Nerfy's got a better insight on some of this stuff. But yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, at the end of the hour, you're right. There needs to be a better education. There needs to be a better policing system, especially when it comes to the parents. But it also comes down to we can't keep pretending that we're the first generation to have to learn how to parent in a new way, because we're not. When the phone came out, when the TV came out, all of these things we've had to parent, because I don't think any of us are old enough to remember party lines, but I had to learn about them in college. And the reason I did is because it was for the ethics of the internet. It was called, the class was called Ethics of the Internet or something like that. And the reason they brought up party lines is because older people would get on these party lines on these phones, on landlines, to find younger people, period. So there's always going to be something. And the fact of the matter is that we just as parents, everybody has to adapt, and you have to learn. You can't go by what your parents everything that your parents have taught you. There are a lot of really good resources out there for you to learn how to monitor what your child and children are doing. For my nieces and nephews, I have a lot of them, and my sisters love having kids, and I monitor all of them because I know how. And I know what to look for. It's a matter of learning, and it's just something that we have to learn, that our parents had to learn a different way, that their parents had to learn. It's just a cycle, unfortunately.
Yeah,
because there's always going to be predators, and they're always going to be looking for a new way.
They're adapting. They are adapting right now. A lot of them use their anime characters, My Little Pony. Dragon Ball Z.
Toko, shut the fuck up. Don't you fucking say anything about the My Little Pony shit. I will fight you, Toko.
Yeah, My Little Pony. But he's Sloppy's 100% right. Those are huge red flags as a parent that you need to look for is their profile picture. If it's an animated character, if it's a kids show character, that's a big one as well. If it's from a video game like Roblox or Minecraft, those are huge things to look for. If it's messages that are continuously going off from the same person, and it's like somebody's eager for your child's attention. Pay attention to that shit. It means something. There's something
really
going
does.
on. If all of a sudden your child goes from being very open about their online presence to being very, very private, if all of a sudden your child goes from being very open about their friends online to not talking to you about it, these are all warning signs. Is there a healthy way to introduce your teenager or your preteen to the internet without being overbearing? Of course there is, but you have to be ready and willing to do that, and don't do it in an uneducated way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, indeed.
And so, I do want to ask you this: if you could give people advice about right now what's going on and where are you finding these people and how, I have multiple questions, so I guess answer them in whatever order you want. What is the current way that people are coming at these kids? Like, what are the platforms? Where are they getting? And then how do people get a hold of you? And or are y'all constantly vigilantly looking for it?
A lot of the times it's Discord. Discord, because there's so many servers with the anime characters, so many servers with My Little Pony. You know, I see you there, Dan. I'm just kidding.
I love how he said that, by the way.
I know. Dan,
I buy my wife a fucking unicorn, a giant fucking unicorn. I never live it down.
No,
it wasn't for your wife. It wasn't for his wife, Sloppy. Don't believe him.
Exactly.
Damn. No, but yeah, Discord team chats. If there's, I haven't seen any team chats, but we normally get them on Discord. A lot of them have YouTube channels. They're smaller. Hold on. Okay. YouTube channels. We normally get channels that don't have that many subscribers because those are the ones that are under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one knows they are because they maybe have 100 subscribers, 50 subscribers, and no one really paid attention to that. But there is a lot of Sonic. Oh man, Sonic is one of the for some reason Sonic is one of the biggest groups that have a lot of predators. I don't know what it is with hedgehogs that predators want to do.
Well, do you think that some of that has to do with, like, because I guess the most prolific of predators online would have been Chris Chan, and he had the whole Sonic Pikachu combo thing. Do you think that has something to do with it?
No. I'm not trying to Sloppy. I'm not trying to interrupt you at all, but it has nothing. I don't think it has anything to do with like predators using Sonic because of Chris Chan. It has to do because Sonic is prolific with kids. Like they are obsessed with Sonic, and why not get into Sonic if you're wanting to get with kids? You know what I mean?
That and
same with My Little Pony and shit like that. Like
that, and also a lot of predators usually it would find it a little bit easier to take advantage of kids who also have autism as well, if you think about it. Because if you think of a lot of children who obsess over Sonic or even My Little Pony or anything of the such, a lot of them have autism. And that makes it super easy for them to be manipulated.
Well, most people are going to go for easier victims.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. Sorry, I don't mean to take over.
No, that's fine. I was just making that as like a perfect example right there. If you look at it that way.
I'm also curious, Sloppy, when you talk about this, when you bust these people and you like say, hey, so the jig's up, here it is. We know this is a decoy. You've been fucking busted. What are their usual responses?
Okay. I joined on my laptop.
Okay.
So let me see. There you go. Is that better?
Hold on.
Does that sound better?
Yes. You don't sound like you're underwater anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm at work now. And I'm on my laptop on my computer stuff. So yeah, I don't feel as bad anymore. I'm sorry, guys.
Commissary. You should feel bad.
Oh, good.
For all the shit you've given Nerfy all these months.
Yeah, right? How dare you? No, just kidding.
No, but it's tough. It's tough because we try to do it the right way 99.9% of the time. And when these alleged predators, we can't call them predators until they're convicted. They boast that they're free because they're not, P3DOs. That irks me. That gets me very, very upset. And sadly, a lot of them live in different states that I can't go there, so I can't, do much. Sometimes.
So whenever you do, like I said, whenever the jig is up and you bust these people, is their normal response? Like when you first time, not after they've gotten off, or as far as like the legal system or they found a loophole, but when you first get them and they realize, holy shit, what is a typical response?
The same. They say they're not. Then this is the first time they did it.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
They're never gonna do it again. They need help. They're gonna go seek help. They're gonna tell their parents. It's a lot of the same old, and we hear all the time, and we respond back with, "Okay, let me talk to your mother or father, and let them know what's going on." And after that, they don't want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find that it is people like how old are they? Are these guys? And are when you say they live with their mother and father?
30, 32. There's some 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, but there's a couple that are in their 30s and sadly, they might have a disability. They use that as an excuse of why they're talking to underage children. They say that their mindset is of a 14-year-old when they like trains, I guess, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like turtles.
Yeah, kind of the whole mentality that usually a lot of people who have autism have when it comes to that kind of stuff.
So, but I'll say that this is what kills me about that. And Koopa, we've talked about it before. You and I talked about being on the spectrum. Do you have a desire to talk to underage children?
No.
But you're on the spectrum. Like that should mean that you.
That doesn't necessarily mean that it messes up with your morality. But a lot of the time,
you're on the spectrum. So
just because you're on the spectrum, that doesn't necessarily make you an instant predator.
I understand that, but again,
honestly, that's just like all the YouTubers that are like, you got to understand, I was depressed. It's like, so am I. That's not what I'm doing for my depression.
Bring up the whole mini lad. Bring up the whole mini lad stuff too. Like if you think about it, mini lad, his excuse when he got exposed for talking to or exposing his to minors, he actually made the excuse of, oh, it was just because I was depressed and I was scared and I didn't want to lose my job. And it's like, motherfucker, like, what does depression have to do with you exposing your penis to a fucking minor?
Mini lad had a lot more issues than just
that, he had way more issues than that. But the biggest controversy was that he was outed as a pedophile.
Yeah, you just got to understand, guys. You just Lion Maker too.
Oh,
Lion Maker did it too.
Lion Maker and even Onision.
So this one gets me. Someone died, so I'm gonna go, be a predator of children.
Oh, what the fuck is his name? Oh my god, hold on.
I broke up with somebody, so apparently the only fix is a child.
Oh, the singer.
I lost my job, so I gotta go,
the singer. Oh, my brain.
Austin Jones?
Yeah, he's in prison right now. Yeah, Austin Jones.
From what I understand, he's almost done his prison sentence.
Man.
Yeah, they've wiped him off the platform.
Yeah.
Like, wiped him out. Well, and it's funny because, like, he was one of the first to come out and go, you got to understand, guys, I'm depressed. It's like you asked for twerking videos from 14-year-olds.
Yeah,
fuck off.
Again, I'm going to put this comment up. And he is by far the biggest one, most famous one I've ever seen.
But but I wouldn't get wrapped up in the locale thing because I get this. So I always get this sensation that when it comes to YouTubers being that way, the reason that some people don't pay a lot of attention to some of them is because, oh, well, it's not that entertaining. Well, it's not supposed to be. You need to pay attention because they're evil human beings.
No, and I
You
get
know what I
that,
mean?
but the point I was going to make with that is, if you were to look, hold on, you know what, the best way I can do is this. I will, yeah. If you look at him,
Oh man.
have you ever seen him?
Cyrax? Yes. I was in Girl World long enough to see him.
The creature.
Crazy man.
I'm not doing this. I'm not posting his image to. I'm gonna play it in the background. I'm gonna turn the audio off on it.
Do we have to, Dan? Yeah, I agree. Do we have
Please.
to?
Please don't.
Is this like a have to situation or fuck?
The point I'm making here.
Well, we disagree.
For those who
Goodness
don't know who
sakes.
this is,
The creature.
Today, Dan.
Yeah, Cyrax.
The creature.
when you look at not that's not him, but when you look at him as a human being, if you look at Cyrax in general, he looks like what you would see a demon look like, a monster, like a horrible person. Like he just is the typical fucking. If you make a blueprint of what one of these people, the dangerous thing is they don't look. Not all these predators look like that. Hell, this guy, I don't know who this is, but this guy's speaking. They could look like that. They could look like me. They could look like Toko. They could look like anybody. The Goblin King of Akron, Ohio, which is right there. He looks like a predator.
Mm-hmm.
We're lucky enough. Like, you know, the only reason that he is not, I guess, in prison is because, or it's not as dangerous because he's not getting out of that house. There's no way he's getting out of that house. His circumstances are that of which that he'll never escape his own personal prison. And that's the dangerous thing. They don't always look like that. They don't always look like a Cyrax. They don't always look like whoever. They look like your fucking neighbor next door, that neighbor or that Nerfy terrified the other week. That's what they look
Shut
like.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, they come in all shapes and sizes.
They do.
Different, but they have the same mindset. Different sizes, but same mindset of wanting to attract underage children for some reason. I don't know what it is. We want to dig deep in someone's mind when it comes to that, but a lot of the alleged predators don't like talking to us very much.
I mean, smart of them. I'm sorry, but that is, at least they're that smart to stop talking.
Yeah,
because
But
yeah,
that also shows you that they're not as stupid as they think, as they want you to believe. They're not as, you know,
no, of course they're not.
And ultimately, and I know that Sloppy, we talked about it before, it's rough and how you have to deal with X, Y, and Z as far as it, you know, but even if it's 1 out of 50, you're still doing good to get these people out there to expose them. You know, if others are listening and they want to know, what would you suggest if you come across something like this?
Report it. Confront the person. Tell the kids that are around that individual what the type of person they're around. I'll just voice it out. That's the main reason. That's the main thing. A lot of people don't voice it out because they're afraid of their friends not liking them because they're breaking up their friendship with this, alleged pred. And kids want friends. Sadly, that's what it is. Online, the kids want to be liked. They want to be cool in the cool groups. And if you out someone that is, in their eyes cool, they'll out you as well. And kids, they're very emotional creatures at between 13 to 17. So they stay quiet more often than so.
Emotional, annoying. We all have words for it.
Yeah.
I have 25 nieces and nephews. I'm tired. Just ignore me.
Good. Yeah. Some of them can be, but we try to help them. We get insulted quite often by these kids because we're outing one of their friends. We're showing images of them talking to underage kids. So a lot of kids they don't like us because we're exposing their friends, and it makes them look bad, I guess, too, because they were supporting this person. But we don't care about the kids getting upset at us because their friends getting outed. But in their minds,
because they're kids.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I want you, Sloppy, as somebody who's done this, who's experienced, I want you to explain what was wrong with this particular scenario.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home. There was, nothing that was going to be sexual involved because I'm not like that. Well, obviously the text messages and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was all that was.
Cupcake. They didn't call the police. That's the main thing. They should have called the police beforehand, saying, "Hey, we're gonna meet this person at this time. He wanted to meet up with an underage child. Here's the evidence. We're gonna meet up with them and confront them. Could we have some backup, or could someone show up to assist?" And I think that would have been the best idea. But I guess I don't know if they wanted to do it for clout, or are they really doing it to get these people? Because I've seen a couple of their videos, and it seems like they let all of them go. They don't get arrested.
Well, see, and that's why I'm glad you said that. That's the whole reason I brought that one up, is because you don't go out there because you're trying to get a name for yourself. You're going out there for legitimate reasons to try to make the internet just a little bit safer, one drop of water at a time in the bucket. And I see somebody like that, and it was clearly from the jump. If you look at any of their videos, it's because they want to be the next Chris Hansen, or they want to be on TV, or they want to be popular because of what they think they're doing the Lord's work, or whatever it is. And it's just disturbing that you would take someone like that who it's a slam dunk. You got this information, you got this, you got that. Let the police know that, hey, this guy's going to meet us here because he thinks there's going to be a 10-year-old person, a 10-year-old little girl, 13-year-old little girl. Instead, they did it just so they can get the confrontation. And now, instead of this guy being behind bars like he should be, there's memes of him doing the cupcake fist bump. And it's just, in my opinion, it's one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen. Because he's still out there. He's still trying to get a platform somewhere on YouTube.
He's still on the platform. He's not gone. He's still here.
Yeah, no.
Which is the most discouraging part of all of it, is he's still very much here. He's still abusing his, platform, probably. So, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But honestly, a guy like that doesn't just stop. So
no. We've caught some that claim they're not going to do it again, and then they end up doing it again.
I mean, exactly. Before I knew what EDP actually stood for, come on. I mean,
EDP is a piece of human garbage.
All right, Coco. We kind of figured that from the high-winded alleged. Fucking princess. She's here because of you. You know that, right? Chupito.
Huh? What was that?
I said Princess Soviet's here because of you.
Oh, I know.
But no, like again, you have these guys that do this. Like, to some, Nerfy, what would you say about Boogie? Would you consider him kind of a predator? I mean, granted, the girl's 18, he's 40 something.
I consider him a different level of predator. Like, because I think that the word pedophile is thrown out a lot. Absolutely. And I think it loses its meaning quite a bit because of it. So do I consider him, and I think predator is all, like, he's a predator, yes, but not at the same level as, say, EDP or Lion Maker or something like that. He's a predator, but not at the same caliber. He is definitely a predator, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's a splendid daddy. He's a very sad attempt at being a sugar daddy, and unfortunately, he preys on women that A, don't know any better, and B, can't help themselves, kind of thing. Like, they know his name, they know who he is, and things like that, and they're just too young to know better. And that's the sad part of it. But but I don't consider him to be on the same level of like EDP and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't. We rarely talk about the big YouTubers. We mainly talk about the little ones, because I think the little ones don't get as much attention as the bigger ones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
and really quick, Princess, I agree they are predators. I'm just saying they're not the same caliber of predator. They're not as I have words that aren't working, but you know what I mean. They're just not the same caliber as predator.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Dan.
no, I was going to see if y'all were going to finally have it out after y'all's argument over tacos and tamales and how California has better. Or
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. I never disagreed with him on that.
oh, okay.
You did, Dan.
You disagreed. Like, well, we were arguing with you. Why are you trying to throw us into an argument where we're like, hell yeah. That is, I think that's the one thing that people from Arizona and California do agree on. Is that like California, Arizona area? Yeah, I'm from Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
You
I don't know
fucking
about
forny.
I don't know about those tacos.
Hey, you get closer. You get down below Phoenix. We get pretty fucking good. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Phoenix is good.
Oh, don't play this song, please. I hate this song. Okay, well, I'm muting you. Let me know what's over. I fucking hate that song so much.
Why?
Because it was fucking screamed at me.
It's Hennifer. Wait, who the fuck screams taco burrito at you?
In middle school.
No, damn.
Yeah. I lived in a very small town at the time, and I was like,
so wait, their insult to you is to run at you and scream, Hennifer Lopez!
Yeah, pretty much.
And yell taco.
They're fucking 12-year-olds. What did you expect? I hate that fucking song.
Oh,
Racism. Racism doesn't make sense, Dan. That's just not a thing that happens, okay?
Wait, there are people in this world that have burning crosses and horrible fucking, like, they hang people, but for the Hispanics, they're yelling taco.
I'm gonna say again, we were fucking 12. Like, we weren't old or by any means. We weren't adults. We were just 12.
Now I make fun.
Kids are idiots.
The people with the curly boots.
So you're a child, Dan, for putting that song on. That's what you're trying to say.
That basically is what she's saying.
He's an overgrown child.
Everybody already fucking knew that.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
So you coming to Comic-Con and dress up as a My Little Pony character, Dan? Or
oh fuck yourself, Sloppy, for real?
Yes, Sloppy, yes!
Yes! Yes!
He's going to dress up as Rainbow Dash.
Oh no, not that one.
That's his favorite.
You know what?
That's his favorite one.
Yes. Bully Dan.
He's gonna come back with the suit on right now. Don't worry.
Fuck yeah! Get him a full on rainbow or unicorn costume.
Right? He's gonna come as I don't even know what the fucking main one is. I don't know. He's coming as one of them.
I wouldn't know.
He asked me some pointers on sewing. That's all I know.
Oh, then yeah, he most likely is gonna have his rainbow horse or whatever that is. I don't even know what names of the
I know are, I know Rainbow Dash and Applejack, and that's because of my niece. That's it. That's all I know.
Yeah, I don't know none of them. I don't want to know none of them.
I don't think anybody wants to know.
Yeah, if Dan dresses up like that, our friendship is over.
Fuck yeah.
Oh God, well I hate to tell you, but oh God.
He brought up the My Little Pony. Jesus
Special
Christ.
Guest, Dan.
Dude, I just had
Special
fucking
guest
nightmares.
Dan.
Did you really bust out? Really, of all this, you decided with a VTuber? Really?
Yeah.
That is not a VTuber. That is a PNG tuber, and it looks like a badass.
Yeah, get it right, Dan.
Twilight Sparkle.
You need to program its mouth better.
Well, it's because I don't know where the fuck my old iPhone is, because then I can use
Okay.
the facial tracking. So
Got
I'm
it.
stuck with this.
Well, it looks good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, Dan, we interrupted you. What were you saying in your defense of dressing up as Rainbow Dash?
I don't. Whatever.
Don't.
I'm not. No, the worst thing.
Don't
I ever
divert
did.
the attention to Toko.
That's his kinky night outfit.
Yes.
When he wears that outfit for trips.
He neighs as well. It's weird.
I dressed up in a fucking panda onesie one time and I never live it down.
Nope.
No.
You should never.
The fuck are you doing? Oh.
Fixing.
Yeah, he's editing.
Yeah.
This is what true creators do, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
Dan is regretting all of his life decisions right now.
Absolutely, I am right now.
No, he doesn't regret it at all.
I disagree.
No, I'm not playing none of those games.
Why?
So be it.
I am not playing Five Nights at Freddy either.
Why? What? That game was fucking. Well, I didn't like it. I like watching it. I like watching Markiplier play it.
Yeah, I'll watch Marco. He is the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. You have to watch the king.
If you're gonna say it, it's right. It's the king.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that, Sloppy?
What?
Markiplier?
No, I watch mostly smaller YouTube channels. I think it's more entertaining seeing you the guys that have like 5
Ooh, Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. I'm watching that later.
To be absolutely fair, I started watching him when he was a small channel. So that's why I watch him now.
Markiplier?
Yeah. I came on to Markiplier when he was probably at about 3,000 subs, 4,000 subs. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You were there for a long time.
Yeah, I'm old. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate it.
I'm just going to show Sloppy this to give him an understanding of what we're obsessed with.
No.
Because I care,
Let's
Sloppy.
see. All right.
Because I care. Don't fucking listen to him.
Don't listen to him.
He doesn't care. That's a lie.
Why are y'all so hateful?
Have you met you?
Yeah, I'm a pretty nice person. I like
Are
y'all on
you?
this fucking show.
Are you?
After y'all fucking abuse me.
Oh, please.
Oh, boo fucking who.
If this gets too loud, I'm going to smack you. I need you to know that. Like, I'm just going
It's
to.
already sounding.
First night. If I didn't want to stay the first night, why would I stay any more than 5? Or why would I stay any more than 2? Hello. I don't want to die. Oh, what was the fire?
That he is so hot. He's so hot.
Oh, God damn it. How are you doing? Go away. Nobody likes you.
Ask your kids about Markiplier.
He's still there. Oh, I want my mommy. I want my mommy.
Okay,
I love
stop.
Markiplier.
Yeah, Markiplier is amazing. Markiplier is amazing. Look at him. He's so hot.
Is that why you want me to stop
So
it? You want to look at his face?
I am quite jealous of his he has I think it's his pituitary gland is all messed up, so he naturally just has muscles. He doesn't have to work towards them. It's like, wow, go fuck yourself, dude. I'm like, seriously?
He's also like 3 feet tall.
He's my height thing. He's a little taller than me.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not that short.
Wait. He's not that short.
Shut up.
I know the way that I said that sounded really bad. And I'm sorry.
All of you shut up. I'm so sorry that we can't all be fucking giants.
I'm not a giant. I'm a normal size 6'5" man.
Are you?
Are you?
Yes.
Normal size 6'5"? Shut the fuck up. Anyways, that's all beside the point. I'm ignoring him now.
As we should.
Yeah, everybody should ignore him. Playing the ignore Dan game.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Yeah, fuck him. He left.
We don't need him
Yay!
here.
He's gone. Woo! Yay!
We achieved victory.
Anyways, Sloppy, thank you for coming on, though. I do appreciate it. We're not done, but I just wanted to thank you. Because I do appreciate it, and I like hearing about this kind of stuff.
It's very.
He's bringing up the
very
soundboard, the very, very terrible soundboard, might I add.
1999 soundboard sounds like it. You know? His time
Yeah.
frame.
Yep.
Yep.
Mine's better.
You are aware that my wife.
He was about to come in and like school all of us, and then he fucked up. Yes,
I was about to say you are aware that Trips is the one who does all the producing and is in control of everything. She just hasn't hooked up her soundboard yet, and she's still looking for stuff. It'll probably have stuff from like fucking Stuttering John Melendez.
Don't try to justify yourself by making us mad at Trips. That's not gonna work.
Why would
No,
I?
it's
I'm
not.
not making you mad at Trips. I'm saying it'll be a better show when she gets back, which is going to be very soon. I'm very sad without her.
No.
No.
We talked about it last night, Sloppy. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no. Divorcing costs a lot of money.
No, Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
It's happy spouse, happy house. I'm sorry. The husband needs
Why
to
do
be
you
happy.
like literally have to like? Ugh, you always have to like, and nothing can be the way it was. It has to have its nerfy touch.
No, happy spouse, happy house is actually a very common saying, thank you very much. And I have a husband. So, happy spouse, happy house.
I bet you don't even use the regular Fabuloso, do you?
I
She's
do.
like, what is that?
Fabuloso? Of course I know what fucking Fabuloso is.
Slop. Well, see, you see the Mexican accents coming out now just because I mentioned Fabuloso.
She's like, sí, es fabuloso. Es lo que
Sí,
quiero. Cha-cha-cha.
Taco, taco, burrito, burrito.
You guys are dicks. I don't like sloppy.
You get around enough of your people, it's weird because you go from being, hi, I'm Nerfy to, hola, ¿cómo está? Me llamo Nerfy.
You should see me around my
¿Cómo
family.
estás?
It's the accent because I get around my family or I get around people that like I don't know.
Sounds like Rosie Perez.
So do you, but we're not pointing it out.
Yeah, Dan.
Don't deflect.
Let me see.
Why are you
Talking
deflecting?
Spanish, Dan. Talking Spanish, Dan.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're whitewash Mexican.
I'm whitewashed. I'm a coconut.
To be completely fair, I can't speak a lot of Spanish. I can understand it really well. Like people talking at me, I can understand Spanish. I can't speak it very well at all.
So,
Like,
si te
at
hablo
all.
en español ahorita, ¿sí me vas a entender todo lo que diga o vas a nomás entender poquito o mucho? ¿Qué crees lo que estoy diciendo? Stuff like
That was a great show, everybody. I'll see you next week.
I caught a bit.
Oh shit! It's the Scott. What's up, brother? And congratulations,
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Dean. Dean was on last week because Nerfy like just doesn't like people, so she didn't want to come on because Dean was on. I'm sorry about that, Dean.
No, I just didn't like you.
Of course, it was just me. But Dean, congratulations! He has gone up to 1,000 subs.
Nice job. Woo!
He does amazing content. If you didn't see it, if I didn't put it in the chat or I didn't put it in there, we'll put his link out there. He does really good like game review content. Lovely takes on stuff. I mean, it's all his opinion. Doesn't sit there and try to convince anybody on anything. I believe the last video he put out recently was about the if any of y'all play Skyrim, he talks about all the factions. Like he was talking about the Vigilance of Stendar. He was going to talk about the Legion and all. It was fucking awesome shit.
Has he talked about how to avoid touching that fucking beacon?
I don't know. Dean, you got the link if you want
Are
to
you
come in.
talking about the Meridius beacon or something?
Yes. I hate that fucking beacon.
The glowing
I never
nutsack?
want to. Yes, and I never want to touch it. Fuck that.
See,
mission.
I think
It's
that's
stupid.
well, it's an optional mission. You could just not touch it.
Yeah, but every time I hear like a new head touches the beacon, I get like fucking flashbacks. I get sad. It makes me very sad. I fucking hate that mission. You guys are dicks. Fuck you guys.
Not that mission.
Listen. Technically, I did my first video, but I wouldn't watch if you value. Okay, if I value my ear, I listen to Dan all day. I can listen to anything.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Dan's voice is an equivalent of a screech. So. Thanks,
Poor
everybody.
Dan.
Anytime, man. Congratulations. Good for you. Poor Dan. He's so abused and neglected.
Yeah.
You know what I love is he has skillfully angled his camera so you can't see the pony shelf, but you can in the mirror, and I love that for him.
The pony show?
Yeah, look at the pony shelf.
That's his death.
Yeah, was there a unicorn in the back? What is that?
Yeah, that's a giant unicorn. He says it's for his wife. He's a fucking liar. It's his.
He rides the unicorn?
Yeah, he rides the
So
unicorn.
no, okay. So the story
rides a
was
dork.
this: like, my spirit animal has always been the panda, like just fucking whatever panda.
Didn't make
And
it
my
sentimental,
wife,
don't believe him.
my wife loves fucking unicorns, and so I was at a gift shop and I saw this unicorn, and it was fucking just it was there, it just kept staring at me. It was adorable, and I was like, she would love that. So I said, I don't care how much it is. She goes, well, it's just this. I was like, I don't care how much it is. I don't give a fuck. I want that unicorn. So I bought it. I put it in my truck. I wrapped it in the seatbelt like it was a person. Like I put the arms over the seatbelt and everything.
You wrapped it into the seatbelt.
Yes, I wrapped it into the seatbelt, and I got home with it. And she's like, I come outside, and she said, "Oh my god!" She started getting all emotional and crying. And I said, "This is TJ Sparklebutt. He's your new little buddy."
Okay, to be completely fair, it wasn't like that because we're grown. But
We're grown
to
adults.
be
Well,
yeah,
it's
we're grown
exactly
adults.
like that.
But to be completely fair, my husband tried to find looked everywhere.
I do not have
Every-
a ponytail, Scottish.
Looked everywhere to try and find me a Squishmallow because I love Squishmallows. They're comfy and just I fucking hate you so much, Choco. I thought we were on the same side.
I had to get that.
Yeah, you get it. Oh my god.
Is the beacon.
Anyways, he tried to
Please
find.
tell
on
me
my
you played
soundboard
Skyrim, Sloppy.
No,
You've
I
never
played
played
real
Skyrim?
sports.
You played. Ow! I played roller derby and football in high school, so fuck you. And I still played Skyrim, so fight me.
No,
I just don't need more because my body decided to die on me. That's not my fault.
Well, she got new holes in her body every fucking day, apparently.
oh damn.
I.
Well, happy spouse, happy house, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, I mean, look, and to be fair, what she told her neighbor the other day was, "Whoo."
Oh my god. I hate you so much.
Oh, are you bringing up from the last time that we talked?
The last time Nerfy showed up to work, and
When I was talking about my boob.
oh,
she yelled at her
yes,
neighbor, "My boob!"
explain this again.
Okay. It was off stream.
Slowly.
It was off
slowly.
stream. It was off stream, and I was explaining to my lovely co-hosts because I thought they would be concerned that I am having some breast issues and I need to get a mammogram and things of that nature. And I got louder because it hurt and things like that. And I look over because of the way my computer's set up, I couldn't see my window, but I also don't have curtains. And I looked over, and my neighbor is standing there staring at me.
Oh damn.
And I'm like, oh.
Crap.
Oh, fuck. He waves at me now. He never waved at me before. But apparently me talking about my boob, I'm his friend.
Hey.
And she also can't see over the screen. That's also
Well, no, my computer's not in front of my window. My back's to my window. So fuck you, Dan.
Yeah.
And
Dan.
no, I can't see over my screen. I am a short queen.
average suburban moment.
I mean, I've looked out the window and had random cats just stare at me. Could he hear? Yes, he could hear me because I was very loud. I was very upset and yelling about my boob. My boob was just bad. Girl power, right? Listen, boob stuff happens and you just gotta roll with the punches, okay?
It's all good. It's all good. Us men will gladly listen about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Boob, they will always listen to boob stuff, okay?
Wait, hold on. To be fair, how did you do in the stream last night, Sloppy? I gotta leave and grab my wife's boob.
Yeah, she was waiting for me, so I had to go indulge into some grabbing, and I did.
I love that, and I did, and it was great. Don't
good.
judge me.
Yeah, Dan.
I mean, I am very bisexual, and I agree. Boobs are great. Boobs are amazing.
Boobs are lovely. Ain't nothing wrong with a good boob.
I like boobs.
I was a Similac baby, so there's a need there.
That is not that's not an excuse. All men
Yeah.
like boobs. You don't have to make an excuse for it.
Yeah.
Men
man.
just like boobs.
There's 2 of them, so it's like double the fun.
Oh my
Double the pleasure.
son
Double
of
the
a
Yeah.
bitch.
Like you get slapped by one, and then the next time you get slapped by the next
Oh
one.
my god.
Oh, my bad.
Jesus,
My bad.
sloppy.
My bad. This is PG-13.
No, it's not. What is it?
It's not PG-13. This is like 14.
I mean, my brain isn't anymore. That's for fucking sure.
Well, I mean, did you, get another, did you put another hole in there?
I'm
or
also
what?
bisexual. See? Bisexual. Bisexuals rule. Did I put another hole in where?
Your body.
Why are you so obsessed with how many fucking holes my body has?
Because
Dan.
I'm waiting for.
I don't know.
I can give you the name Swiss cheese.
Huh?
Just for fucking clarity on everybody. I have 2 nostril piercings, and one of my nose rings fell out, and I didn't realize it. But we were on the call already, and I touched my nose, and I'm like, shit, I need to go get another ring because it'll close, and I don't want to fucking re-pierce this bitch. And now he's talking about holes in my body. And I'm like, that's not at all what we're fucking talking.
We've been on live for about an hour and 30 minutes. You could.
That's because I was letting you have your fun. Now you're
time.
being annoying.
I've done anything. I'm just.
You haven't done any. Toko, has he done anything?
Don't you drag the child into this.
I'm not a child.
Well, I'm sure the husband was like, I'll cover it for you. Don't worry, babe.
Well, he's at work, but yeah, that's what he would have said. He probably wouldn't have winked because creepy, but yeah.
Yeah, that was a creepy wink, Dan.
Yeah.
Fuck both of you. Sloppy. Same team. Same fucking team.
According to who? Apparently not,
exactly.
friendo.
Appearances and beard logic.
Beard logic? Latino. I am also very Latin.
Okay. Come on.
Latinas are better than Latinos. Just saying. Stay over here.
They yell louder. That's only different.
And they throw shoes a lot more accurately.
Yeah, they have a better dexterity.
We're also a lot scarier. That's why I'm saying stay over here.
Oh yeah, 5'1", 5'2", and with an attitude, yeah, any 6'5" guy will be terrified.
5'2", and I'll fucking stab you.
Hey, don't you take away that she's very particular about her inches.
No, that's what I'm saying. She's feisty. That's a good thing.
Yes.
I'm terrified.
What, you think my very white ginger husband would have married somebody that wasn't feisty? It's okay. He had his shirt off. He had his shirt off yesterday, and I was looking at him, and I go,
she got the shut and rolling that fucking R's.
I go, you know, that's why I married you. And he goes, why? Because I'm handsome. I'm like, no, you look like a tortilla.
Oh, that's
tortilla de harina.
Yeah. And he looks at me and goes, shut up. Because he couldn't argue. He's covered in freckles.
oh.
He's a white
monster.
Boy. No.
A flour tortilla or a corn tortilla?
He's a flour tortilla.
Oh, there you go.
I like my flour tortilla.
My white ginger brother married a toaster strudel of a woman, so I don't know. Could have.
Yeah.
Hey, Chayton.
What's going on, Chayton?
Also, Chayton?
Yeah,
Oh,
Chayton's in the chat.
Mine's lagging. It's like, I don't see Chayton.
Yeah,
I thought you guys were
I
having
have-
the same fucking delusion.
No, it's just I have the YouTube stream open and I have the chat right next to me because at least that one.
Fuck off.
What are you looking at, Feathers?
This is live footage from their
Murphy beating up the husband?
Yes.
Yeah, fly away, you coward. Uh-oh.
That's usually how it ends
Well,
as
that's
well.
just great.
That's funny.
My husband's actually a very large man. I think that would work.
I just noticed the Hex Girls right there from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, now we know how what you watch, Dan.
I just looked up the Mr. Potato Head tortilla. Whatever. I'm not even gonna.
Your suggested goes off of what you watched, sir.
I'm just saying.
Sir.
Do you like the Hex Girls?
I don't know what the fucking Hex Girls are.
How
never
dare
watched
you?
any of the
How
Scooby-Doo movies?
dare you? I love how Sloppy got quiet. He's like, I don't know what we're talking about. You know, I'm just gonna sit over here
Man, smart fucking man.
I know.
Sloppy.
I'll sit in the corner. for
Dodge
some-
the
for
fucking
2
bullets,
minutes.
man. 'cause they're
Until-
fucking
yeah.
tough. Jesus.
until something important comes up. I will be quiet.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with
No
you.
hablo inglés.
Yo no sé. No, sí, Home Depot, sí.
Thank you, Chayton. The
You know
Hex
what's-
Girls are legendary.
My sister's first husband was bilingual, and anytime she started yelling at him, all of a sudden he would be like, "No habla inglés," and just walk away. And she's like, "I know you speak English." No, and just walk away.
No.
She's like, "You son of a bitch."
Señor Trump, no, señor, sí.
You haven't seen the Scooby-Doo movie? I'm talking about when the Hex Girls first came on. I think it was The Witch's Ghost. That movie was really good.
Your autism is showing.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I grew up with those movies, so of course it's gonna show.
Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo.
Well, as a kid, yeah.
See, I'm sorry, but the Scooby-Doo I remember, I mean, they had the Harlem Globetrotters on there and Sonny and Cher. I don't remember fucking the Hex Girls.
I don't even know who the Hex Girls are.
Then
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
the
now
Hex
their
Girl-
age is
okay.
showing.
Yeah, exactly. So the Hex
We are
Girls
not in the same generation, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy fuck. We are young millennials.
Yeah. So the Hex Girls, they in the Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost movie, they're actually a band. That's what they are.
Okay.
I don't know how we got on this topic, but I'm loving the fact
Hey.
that Coco is angrily explaining the Hex Girls
well,
to
dude.
Dan and Sloppy.
Well, can you?
This was not on my to-do list today, but I'm putting it on it now.
Hey, this show is called Dorks for a reason, right?
There's the dorks,
Be careful,
not nerds.
Sloppy. Be careful because they try to explain something to me and it's never fucking left. It's never fucking, yeah.
That was the jar. It's different. Sloppy, you know what the jar
Yeah,
is, right?
we all know.
Don't, Sloppy, don't go down the road, Sloppy. If you ever
That's
listen
gonna
to
have to
anything
be
I say,
something
don't
that
ask about
Sloppy
the
has
jar.
to look up.
I am not old, princess. How dare you?
Yeah,
Wow.
princess.
I am finally aged like wine, other than my joints. Those are definitely made of milk.
Yeah, but those joints are made of curdled milk. So.
Yeah, those are just bad. Those are awful. I'm also chronically ill, so it's not really my joints' fault, but I'm gonna blame them because it's easy that way.
If you don't stop and let Toko explain the Hex Girls, he's gonna.
I
throw a fit.
did.
Yeah,
did.
that was it.
That was it.
So what was the point?
It's a goth girl band
Yeah.
that are all monster girls.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Oh.
hot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
You both sound disappointed.
yeah.
you're talking. Wait, but you're talking to a guy who, on the side, busts people who are obsessed with cartoons.
I'm
That's
guessing
not what he
That's
does.
no.
Wait, did you pay attention to anything he said, or
I dozed off for part of it.
he took a
See,
nap.
but this is selective hearing.
I'm
on
a
Dan's
sleepy
part.
Mexican.
millennials
You're
are
a
old?
sleepy
Changed my
Mexican.
mind. Princess, knock it off before I ground you.
Yeah.
Millennials are old. Change my mind. Yep. I know the feeling.
You know what? I am fucking old. Excuse me? How old are you?
I'm a millennial. I'm 31.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you're not
That
Gen
was,
Z.
see
Why
how
are
quick
you
she was
trying
about
to-
to turn on you, Koopa?
I wasn't
Why
gonna
the fuck
say
you trying
Gen
to
Z.
fit in with
I'm
Gen
See how
not
Z?
Gen
quick?
Z.
See how
I'm 30.
quick she was
I'm
about
millennial.
to just jump down that ass.
His throat.
Excuse
for
me,
sure.
Koopa. All 5'2"
Who's
of
Koopa?
thunder that she's got going on.
Yeah, I am 5'2", and I will fucking kill you. I'm a short Mexican. Fuck with me. I'm a short Mexican woman.
That's it.
Damn.
Yeah,
You're done, Bojan.
Sloppy's like, yeah, they'll kill you. They don't even care.
Yeah.
He knows.
They'll go to jail with a smile.
Yeah, exactly. And explain to the judge exactly what happened. We would justify.
Poor Dan. You see the fear.
You see the fear
I don't feel
building in
nothing
his
anymore.
eyes.
Well, we're planning on killing him so I can marry his wife. So
Yeah. That's
Oh, damn.
yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Me and his wife are planning.
She
it.
learned how to make Mexican food to make me more docile.
Yeah.
This is food coma. And get
Yeah.
him. He's in the food coma.
Yeah, get
He's
him.
in the
She'll
food
make you
coma.
arroz con pollo and fucking fideo.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's all you need. That's it. Your
Dan
throat's
dies
ready.
for free.
Fucking Jesus, Toko.
Hey, I had to.
Your Canadian ass just needs. You know, to be completely fair to Dan, he has to try and control me and Toko, and it never works.
No.
We just turn against him and like.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the only way that I've actually found to piss her off enough that she just goes off script and like a Koopa or Toko has to calm her down is when I bring the Australian AI voice in, and then she's like,
"Dude, that thing is shit.
Okay, dude,
it is
like,
shit." Sorry.
And I was just gonna say, like, the Australian AI actually called you his pet.
Yeah. Because it didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. What does that tell you? Exactly. Shut up.
that it's a baseline bullshit AI, and you know this, I know this, Toko knows this.
Then don't fucking base an argument on it, dumbass.
It was the whole fucking point to get you upset. Yes, it was. I do not
take. You believe that, Toko? No, Toko doesn't believe it.
He didn't even get to answer.
He doesn't need to answer. You're wrong.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention. What was that?
Don't worry about it. He's wrong. Just agree.
I mean, I will always agree that Dan is wrong. So
thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Besides, I don't want you to kill me. I don't have a wife for you to steal. But
good instinct. Good instinct. Good
Besides,
instinct.
I don't have a wife for you to steal. So
I'll steal. Do you have
blood
a cat?
For the blood gods.
No,
the blood gods.
Yes. I don't have any pets.
Oh, well, fuck. There's no fun in killing you then.
Yeah, but you always wanted his penguin, remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take your penguin.
You can take Gunter for free, so.
Wow, your birth penguin?
Yeah.
I love the fact that Sloppy's probably very confused right now.
He said,
I know.
He's like, okay, psycho.
He watches this show. He knows what goes on.
If he did, then he shouldn't have come on.
You should have said something.
He should have been like, I have to go.
We've had conversations.
I gotta run.
I mean, look, today we talked about tortillas, fucking the blood god, of course. Predators.
Blood for the blood gods.
Penguin
I'm going to make
Zero.
salsa today.
It was a good day. Yes. Sort of.
I'm going to make salsa.
And I got my... and I sort of got my model, so...
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you.
By the way, there's a setting in there that'll go off of what you say rather than tracking your mouth. I don't know what you're using, so you have to find it. But yeah, it's there.
I have to look that up.
Yeah. Anyways.
I want to show you something, Nerfy.
No, I don't want to see it.
You do.
Do I?
I don't know.
Let's be completely fair.
So I showed this to Koopa the other day.
Okay.
Toko, I apologize.
Are you going to show the Trailer Park Boys?
No.
I was going to say, I know what the Trailer Park Boys is. My grandfather's obsessed with it. And by the way, that shows your age. Okay, what are you showing me?
فايز اعمل لك معايا سندوتش جبنه.
Oh, the panda.
Just you know why.
That's what you do to me every week.
You know, Dan.
باندا ما يتقلهاش لا.
Yes.
صباح الخير يا استاذ طفي. يلا يلا عشان الفطور. جايبه لك النهارده سندوتشات جبنه.
لا والله ماليش نفس. Just you know why.
You know, Dan.
Yes.
You do remind me. I'll tell you why.
Will buy and buy.
She'll remind you later on.
باندا ما يتقلهاش لا.
قلت لك موزاريلا باندا يا عبد العزيز.
الاوردر ما فيهوش جبنه.
Just you know.
Okay, this song is actually making me hate my.
Why?
I don't like it.
All of the panda stuff. Nick just ruins the pizza. How dare it?
Let him.
باندا
Your lack of
ما
money.
يتقلهاش لا.
Okay, I'm done with the song.
They're getting groceries.
It's getting old now.
Okay.
You do remind me of a panda.
Well, of course he does.
Because without basic human intervention, I seriously doubt that you would exist. So it makes perfect sense.
Wow. Sloppy says he's got to leave in a minute. You still there, Sloppy?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I think he put that in private for a reason.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Like, why did you read it out loud? He put it in private. Like, he didn't put it out loud.
Private.
Yeah, right? He's not coming back. See what
No.
you
That's
do?
it. That's it. This is the first and last time.
I think I might have figured out the mouth settings, but I might have to tweak it a little bit.
It looks good.
Yeah, I think it was because the gate was turned up way too high.
Yeah. It's looking great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Besides, I like the meme glasses too.
Yeah, the meme glasses look great.
His meme glasses.
Anyways. But thank you for coming on, Sloppy.
Sloppy's going to start a counter podcast now.
Yeah, it'd be like the anti-Dan podcast.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We'll be over there.
Be the hosts.
We'll go. I will be there. I like how it was the anti-Dan and not the anti-Dorks. So technically, it has nothing to do with us. It's you.
Yeah.
So, haha.
Specific.
Sucks to be you.
Me and Toko will be normal. Yeah, and it'll be that picture with a big cross, like the red little X on it.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking Steel Tour morning show.
We just put up your picture every time and go, look at this dork. No, don't be like this guy.
Yeah,
this guy
point
sucks.
And laugh at him. Point and laugh at him.
Point and laugh.
Point and laugh.
I bet
you guys,
he doesn't warm up his tortillas.
Well, Sloppy, what do you have any last words you want to share with anybody about looking out for the dangers of the internet, things like that?
And just be vigilant and watch what your nephews and nieces are doing once in a while, just to, help them out and educate them of the dangers of online stuff. Pretty much.
And look out for profile pictures that look like either this or this.
Wow.
Oh, you're just saying that I'm a pedophile now?
I didn't say anything. I just said look out for profile.
But that is what you're implying.
I implied because you took it there does not mean I implied that.
No.
Dan
You
did say
implied
that.
it, though.
Shut the fuck up, Sloppy.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much, Sloppy.
Thank you, Sloppy. It's always fun when you bring a third person to fucking bully you, Dan.
I know, right? I set myself up for failure every time.
You absolutely did.
I'm going to go make pico. Because I'm going to make carnitas tonight.
But you're going to go right now?
No.
I'm going to wait until the show's over, and I'm just going to keep tweaking the avatar a little bit.
What software are you using?
Using animes.
Don't.
I already did.
Don't.
Why?
Use VTube Studio.
I mean, I would have to get it. I don't even have it.
It's free. It has a free version.
Yeah, I know.
Use it.
Why?
Because anime sucks.
Eh.
Okay, yeah. What do I know? I've just used all of them. I'm a VTuber too, Princess. I just don't use it on here.
No.
She did, and Sloppy was too busy staring at her boobs the whole time, so we had to take it off.
So I had to take it off.
It literally derailed the podcast for half an hour because you kept looking at her boobs.
Yeah.
Eventually, we had to bring him on the show so he would stop looking at her boobs.
Yeah. Rude people. Men.
Yeah, not half
Damn,
men have dogs.
Actually, he looks to be a whole dog.
Yeah, if I wasn't zoomed in a little bit, it would be.
Well, it's a really good thing that I don't care what you think about it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do what we want.
Exactly.
Everybody has different tastes.
Yeah. I just
but,
gotta find my old iPhone, and then hopefully it'll be good for the visual tracking.
That's just too much effort for fucking shit that everybody's already seen my face.
Honestly, I'll message you and I'll help you all I can, but there's a better way of doing it.
Okay.
Because she's always right.
I am.
Well,
The
of
sooner you
course.
learn that, the easier your life will be.
Yeah.
Unless you put things on high shelves.
I have stepletters. I am on Twitch. That is correct. I am on Twitch and I work very, very hard on it.
Yep.
Tis fun. Boobs. Yes, boobs. But yeah, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. We went off topic so many times that we always tend to forget every time.
Dan, talk.
Y'all
Say
were
Going to.
now I'm needed, so
Yeah, now you're needed.
Yeah, now you're needed, so please.
Help us. Save the show. As Jay would put it.
well,
For Review Tech USA.
I guess.
Pixels glow and screens alike. Dorks unite, we'll take this mic. Game on, heroes side by side. In this world we laugh, we ride. Roll the dice and cast the spell. Tell your tales we know so well. Quests await where dorks prevail. In our voices legends swell. Press start, dorks embark.